So this is fairy update number 5. I've been wanting to do it for a while. Actually, there hasn't been a lot of activity, and I'm just going to update what I do have that's been happening because I I never make things up. So I don't want to do it if I don't have anything that I believe is paranormal in any way. So, okay, so let's begin with the one I left out last time. My sister Denise, she was staying here after my brain surgery. That would be February of 23. No, March of 23. And see, my brain's it's still getting better. And she said one night, because they're very active at night, she heard giggling in her ear, and she heard her name called. So and by the way, she lives in the woods in Pennsylvania. She has her own fairies out there and all kinds of little elementals and things like that. She's very nature oriented and very green thumbs, grows everything. So I think they liked her, and that's why they came to show themselves to her. If you do hear any noises in the background, that's my pets. I've got a parrot and a dog, and they will never be quiet, ever. So my next thing, I did have something come in my mind's eye when I was really in the downs of recovery and surgery and all that. And fairies tended to come, and spirit would come in those down moments, I think, to cheer me up. But this one time I wasn't expecting it. In my mind's eye, I saw this little, I'm going to say what it is now. At the time, I didn't really know what it was. Gnome appeared. And there was a log hanging upside down, and his head, with just his beard and mustache and eyes, were poking out. And he told me his name was Beanie. So Beanie hung around for a while, and I'm trying to draw him from what I remember we're seeing, and I'm not liking what I'm doing so far. Beanie wants me to be quiet. But no, I mean, I don't know if he's still around now. I don't really feel him. Not to say they don't come back, because just like spirit, ghosts, elementals, they come and go however they feel. So I haven't been feeling them around lately. Now, around Christmas time, the couch, my husband gets touched more than anybody by, I'm going to say, fairies. And at that time, we still had Leela, Lavender, Moonglow, and Cosmo. And anyway, so he was laying there, and his arm was up by the Christmas tree, and they love the Christmas tree, they really do. And he said he felt a woman's hand touch him. Now, nobody was with him, and it wasn't the cat, and it wasn't the dog, it wasn't anything, it was just him. So I think that was the same female fairy that touched him on the other couch months prior. I just think it's a comfort thing. They like him. He's seen them. He hasn't seen them. He's heard them, the tinkling, the jingle bells, and that's my first story. And he's felt them touch him, but not in a bad way, not in an inappropriate way. So he's got that. And gosh, what else? We got Beanie. There hasn't really been a lot. The cat, our only cat, tends to play at night, not anymore, but for a while there, with something in the room with him. Now that could be a ghost cat from one of our prior cats, but I'm thinking it might be the fairy. But he'll chase it around and play with it, and it's always up above in the sky. It's not a bug. My husband and I sat there and tried to figure out every time he would do it, trying to find the bug and trying to find what he's actually going after. There's nothing there. And he would just have the best time. He looked like he was playing with something up in the sky. Could it be one of the cats? Maybe. But my gut and my husband's gut is fairy. So I think they were just liking to play with him while he was here. And I'm trying desperately to grow plants, but it's not going well. The fairies are helping, but it's lost cause as far as I'm concerned. Oops. I dropped something. Let me see. I am going to cut to my cheat sheet because I have a hard time remembering everything. Brain surgery. Let's see. Oh, they don't unlock the doors anymore. That used to be their go-to thing. That's why I think they're gone. I mean, at least for a while, is they would unlock the doors all the time, front, back, didn't matter. And now they don't anymore. So I think that's their sign. Because when it starts happening, I know they're around. So I think that's their sign they moved on. I'm hoping, because we're moving in the next month, I'm hoping that they find us there whenever. I'm sure they will. You can't lose spirit. So that's my thing, my fairy update. I don't really have a lot. I do have something interesting that happened to me, but I don't think it's fairy. I was sleeping on the couch, because the fairies tend to be around the living room more than any place. Or maybe that's because that's where we are. But anyway, I was laying on the couch asleep, and I was coming out. I was waking up, and I felt ectoplasm touch my toe. Now, I know it was ectoplasm because it only happened once to me. Once before, when I was a teenager in my parents' haunted house. That's a whole other story. That place has a portal, and there was stuff coming, people coming in and out of the house all the time. And when I was 17, something glopped onto my hand while I was watching TV in my bedroom in the dark by myself. And I touched it, and I'll tell you, it feels like snot. It feels like water and slime. And if you rub it enough, it just dissipates. Now, I'm on the second floor when that happened at 17, so there's no pipe bursting, there's nothing, there's no water coming from anywhere. And here, the one on my toe, I'm in a one-story house. There's no pipes breaking, there's no leakage, there's no nothing. So, and there was no pets. I went looking to see if there was a dog or a cat near me, and it was their nose or something. No pets. They were all asleep in their own little areas. So, yeah, that's the only interesting thing, though I think that was probably a guy, but more probably a loved one, a relative touching me, and just letting me know they're there. But that's it. I wish I had more, or at least could condense it all in a fascinating way, but shorter. Okay, all right, that's it. Have a great day, everybody.